Longmire Season 7 is on the way, and I doubt you're ready for it. I know. I know it's been years since the show ended, yet the demand for its comeback is overwhelming. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Even though the show had a pretty satisfying finale, I always felt like the story wasn't truly over. And I don't think I'm alone in that sentiment. The good news? It seems like the showrunner feels the same way and is preparing to release Longmire Season 7. Yes, you heard that right, Longmire is back, baby. So let's talk about it. As you all know, the show originally ran for 6 seasons. However, since then, it has reached millions of new viewers through Netflix. Unfortunately, as of January 1st, the show is no longer available on the platform. I know it's a huge blow for anyone who has fallen in love with the series over the years. But here's the good news. Longmire is moving to Paramount+. And let's be honest, that feels like a better fit for a show like this. After all, Paramount is practically the king of modern Western dramas at this point. I genuinely believe they'll give Longmire the treatment it deserves better than Netflix ever did. In fact, it looks like Paramount will be the one producing the Longmire comeback. Are you happy with Paramount's work when it comes to modern westerns like Yellowstone? Do you think Longmire is in safe hands? You might be wondering, why bring back such an old show? Well, because of Longmire's place in Western TV history. When it first aired on A&E in 2012, it flew under the radar for a lot of people, but quickly became a cult favorite. The story centered around Walt Longmire, a sheriff who was as tough as nails, but carried deep personal wounds. The show also featured an incredible supporting cast: Vic, Henry, Katie, and it was a delight to watch them together. But what truly made Longmire stand out wasn't just the crime solving. It was the way the show explored the complexities of small-town relationships. We're used to seeing cozy, charming small-town series, but Longmire dared to show the darker side as well, and it excelled at it. So tell me, what did you love most about Longmire? Unfortunately, A&E canceled the show after season 3 far too soon. And yes, fans were furious. Thankfully, Netflix swooped in and saved Longmire, allowing it to run until 2017. So even though we're frustrated with Netflix today, we have to remember that years ago, they were the reason Longmire got a second chance. At the time, it felt like the show got the proper conclusion it deserved. Season 6 wrapped up Walt's journey in a satisfying way, but that didn't stop me from wanting more. And I know I wasn't alone. Here's where it gets interesting. Craig Johnson, the creator of Longmire, wasn't happy with how Netflix handled the show's departure. He even voiced his frustration on social media, saying that despite the show's strong viewership, Netflix still dropped it. He even joked about canceling his own Netflix subscription. But here's the part that caught my attention. He hinted that with Warner Bros. No longer tied to its Netflix deal, the studio might finally consider reviving Longmire. How amazing would that be? I think we've all been hoping for a revival, and Johnson's words give me hope that it could actually happen. Then there's Robert Taylor, the man who is Walt Longmire. We know he's always been proud of the show, and I can't imagine anyone else stepping into Walt's boots. In past interviews, Taylor has hinted that he'd be open to returning if the right opportunity came along. "It's a special show, and it meant a lot to me," he once said. "If there was a chance to do it right, I'd listen." That doesn't sound like someone who's completely closed the door on a comeback. And let's be real, if Justified got a revival, Longmire deserves one too, right? As for when we might see Longmire back on our screens, I've been keeping an eye out for any updates. While there's no official confirmation yet, the rumor mill is buzzing. Insiders suggest that a Longmire revival could be fast-tracked for a late 2025 or early 2026 release if things move quickly. And with Warner Bros. Now free to make its own decisions, the timing couldn't be better. Paramount Plus is expanding its Western catalog, and Longmire would fit right in. So if I had to guess, I'd say we're looking at an official announcement sometime this year. And you better believe I'll be on top of it the second it happens. For more weekly updates on Longmire, make sure to like and follow. And to stay updated on what's happening in the Yellowstone universe, check out the video on your screen.